Stoner, known on YouTube as ZackTV1. Around 1 in the morning, police say a gunman in another car pulled up alongside Stoner's vehicle near Clark and Polk Streets. Multiple shots were fired. Stone was hit at least once in the head, then lost control of his vehicle, crashing into a light pole.
My overall goal is to build this community of Tinks.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Tink Marshae, and I'm sure you guys already know that because you have clicked this video. So today we're going to talk about Zack Stoner. For those of you who do not know who Zack Stoner is, he was best known for his YouTube channel, ZackTV. He was very fearless in his approach and how he interviewed different people from different sets or hoods or gangs. He was very known for making them, you can tell on camera, let me put it this way, you can tell on camera that you and I probably wouldn't go into these territories alone, but he made it to where he made them feel comfortable enough to tell him what was going on in different parts of Chicago. And I think that's what kept my attention when I used to watch ZackTV's channel. I don't know anything about these hoods, but he informed me, and I appreciate that, Zack. He went to neighborhoods such as Inglewood, Old Block, Tukaville. Now, the only reason why I know some of these neighborhoods is because I actually watched the video. I am here in Arkansas, so I have never traveled to Chicago a day in my life. But by watching his videos, I got a feel for how things go out there in Chi-Town. So those were a few neighborhoods he visited. And you haven't checked out any of his videos, check out some of his videos and see the hoods that he was actually visiting and the questions that he was asking and the information that he was getting. And you could tell that he did his research before going into those forbidden areas, but he did it anyways, and he did it bravely. Honestly, I don't think we don't even have anybody that's quite the same or brings that element that Zack had. It was an important component of getting Irene's version of the story of Kenneka Jenkins. Like, she told her version of what happened the night that she was with Kenneka Jenkins. That's not all he's known for, but in his last days, that was one of the stories he was really trying to get out there. And in the midst of him trying to get this story of Kenneka Jenkins out, he had threatening phone calls from an anonymous caller that would pretty much tell him, like, hey, this Kenneka Jenkins story should be off limits for you, and this is why. They would never tell him who their name was, and if they did, they gave false names. They called from private numbers and things of that nature. So I'm gonna drop a video of ZackTV actually getting one of those calls, and I'll be back with the rest of my commentary. Just check this out.
This is why I'm getting scared, ma'am. You tell you
back, Zack.
Listen,
I would tell you to step back.
No, whoa. You said leave the case alone?
Listen, it's deeper than what we think.
Yes or no? Leave the case alone.
Leave it alone.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna take your advice.
Leave it alone for your safety.
Wow.
Leave it alone.
Okay. You I ain't gonna lie, you fucking scaring me. I ain't scared of shit, but you scaring me.
But I'm saying, Zack, it's deeper than what we think it is. And they want us to step back. That's why the police, the FBI, none of them have stepped in. Because they're connected. And when you have money, you can do anything you want to do.
So what you gotta, hey, listen, for somebody that's saying, oh, this is some bullshit, this isn't real, what do you got to say to people that don't believe this is true?
Oh, I would just say open your eyes and stay prayerful. I'm serious. Open your eyes and stay prayerful. Watch over your children, your family members. Watch over them.
Okay, so you saying do not, so I should never talk about the case again? Don't
even go into it, because they're watching you. You have an account. You have an account that they're watching you.
All right, so you guys just checked that video out of ZackTV getting one of those calls, and that was just one of them. He had a few calls like that, and you could tell he was spooked, right? And it was really weird and scary to watch during the time that this was happening, because again, he was being warned not to do the story of Kenneka Jenkins. However, he dropped the video anyways, which I greatly appreciate, because it gave us a lot of answers to questions that we did not know at the time. Now, after all that hard work that Zack put in, all that time he spent editing his videos, reaching the people, reaching the masses, he was slain in the streets of Chicago, May 30th, 2018, approximately 1:30 in the morning. Early after returning from a club he appeared at to shoot a video, and they're saying that his friend T Streets at the time was actually with him that night. Now the Streets was talking around this time. This is an old story, but y'all, I'm so, like, every time I think about Zack, I just get so emotional and mad and angry. Like, why is he gone so soon? Sadly enough, Zack's murder was never solved. However, a tenant was upstairs in their apartment and heard commotion outside and decided to grab their camera and film what was going on downstairs. Footage of what people claim to be the murder of Zack Stoner. Now, if you hear me call him ZackTV, just know that that's how I reference him. And while you watch this clip, I want to get your opinion on what you think. Do you think this is his vehicle, or do you think it's somebody else's vehicle? The vehicle just look almost identical to Zack's. Because comment down below and tell me what you think about this clip. After reviewing that video, I know it make you wonder, like, dang, was Zack's death and Kenneka Jenkins' death tied in some kind of way? I personally don't think so. I definitely feel like this was an inside job. However, I can't confirm that at all, you know. But one of the prime suspects in the streets of Chicago goes by the name of T Streets. After Zack died, or it was confirmed that he was dead, his mother, Yolanda Jones, and his sister, Zanita Stoner, took to Facebook, and they had a lot to say. They didn't say any names, but they definitely had a lot to say. The death of Zack Stoner was confirmed. The number one person everyone looked to and pointed to and wondered about was T Streets. T Streets was apparently always around Zack. Zack was the one who puts T Streets on his feet, according to his mom. That's not far-fetched. It pisses me off, but it's not far-fetched. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody ain't your partner. Everybody ain't no real nigga. If I tell you I got you, I got you. When it's fucked up, you get fucked up. Now, I think I'm messing up the words, but y'all got where I'm coming from, and you probably sung along with me. That shit true. That's a true statement. Strongly that he had something to do with Zack's death. Check this. Zack died May 30th. T Streets was also murdered on June the 8th. Or Zack Stoner's murder truly bothers me deep down in my soul. Only because I guess we didn't get to see him reach his highest potential. And that impact that he left for journalism, or just creating a documentary, or being able to interview people, he took it to another level. And that's what I appreciate. I mean, he did things that I know people today would not do. And let's not forget about him. His 2nd year anniversary coming up May the 30th. Go check out some of his content. If you don't like it, maybe it's not for you, but I get where he was coming from. Like, I get it. Matter of fact, I'm finna get off of here so I can go check out his content. I want you guys to drop down in my comments. Tell me what you think about the story of ZackTV. Did you know him before he passed? Or do you know any information about his murder? Do you have any speculations yourself? Do you think that you know for sure T Streets had something to do with his murder? Please let me know, because I'm lost for words. I mean, both of them are gone, so there's no way if he did have something to do with it. How will we know for sure? Miss, tell me what you think about this whole situation with ZackTV and his murder. Although this was 2 years ago, it's still traumatizing and it still left an impact on Chicago, I'm sure. So let me know what you think. All right, I'm out. Bye.
Warning.